Cool. So in this video, I'm going to run you through what a £6,000 month looks like online as an online coach. This is fully online, regardless of whether or not you're in the gym or whether or not you are fully online doing this on the side of maybe a 9 to 5 job, or whether this is your full-time thing. So let's run it backwards. Okay. It's going to be much easier for you to hit £6,000 in 1 month if you are selling £1,000 programs instead of £100 programs. I sometimes speak to people who are selling £100 a month monthly online coaching, and I get it. When you're new, it feels like the obvious thing to do. But the problem is, in order to make £6,000, to make some seriously good money in this situation, you're going to have to make 60 sales at £100, or you can make 6 sales at £1,000. And I know often your confidence might not be there yet, but let me remind you, selling an £1,000 program doesn't have to be £1,000 for a month, doesn't have to be £1,000 for 3 months. It might be £1,000 for 6 months, which actually works out to £166 a month. And a lot of people are spending £200, £300, even £400 a month on PT. And they see a personal trainer in the gym and they say, good luck, see you next week. So you've got to be conscious and careful that you don't fall into this trap of thinking that that is part of the problem, thinking that you need to reduce your prices. So 6 sales at £1,000, we called it 997 just for marketing. Well, if you're booking 12 calls a month and you're closing at 50%, and essentially what I mean by that is, if for every 2 calls you take, you sell 1 person. If you book 12 calls in the next 4 weeks and you sell 6 of those, so 50%, that's your 6K month. And you're only looking to book around 3 calls a week, because 12 calls a month actually breaks down to 3 calls a week. So essentially saying there's 7 days in a week. Can I book in just 3 people this week to get on the phone with me? And then when you look at your social media, friends of friends, friends of the family, people in your gym, people that you work with, people that you used to work with, once you start getting creative, you actually probably find that there's a lot more people in your network than you realize. Okay. In order to make this easier for yourself, I typically would say you should be posting at least once a day on social media, specifically Instagram to begin with. For most people, Instagram is going to be the best place to hang out for the longest time. It's probably the most accessible place. It's got the best inbox. It's got the best features. It's where most people go every single day. LinkedIn can be great later down the line, but it's a lot more niche, whereas Instagram, almost everyone uses Instagram. So you should be spending about 1 to 2 hours a day on your business, ideally 2. 1 post a day on Instagram. That's booking you 3 calls a week. If you do 3 calls in the next month and close 50% of those people into £1,000 programs, that's your 6K month. And I'm not saying it in the sense of, oh, as if it's that easy. You'll have to work hard. You'll have to put in effort. You'll have to grind. You have to graft. But look, 6K a month is the equivalent of a £72,000 a month, a year business. Okay. £72,000 is not only like well above average, like into like one of the top percent probably in the UK, easily the top 10%, probably somewhere up nearer to the top 5. That's more money than some doctors, lawyers, barristers. That's more money than a lot of people make. So I think sometimes what happens is we lose sight and we lose perspective of what that kind of money actually means in terms of like what other people are typically earning. £6,000 is a lot of money to think that you could make that through selling 6 programs in the next 28 days. So one last thing before I sign this off, I want to remind you that actually a lot of this comes down to, rather than thinking that when I get to a certain place or a certain period in my career as a fitness coach, rather than thinking like that is the time to increase your prices, you have to remember and you have to consider that you are selling the equivalent of a product. It's like somebody saying, hey, it's my first day here at Ferrari. I think I'm just going to sell the Ferraris for £500 today. And someone say, hey, but this is like a £200,000 car. Yeah, but I've only just started selling, so I think I should sell it for £500. Is that cool? No. You're selling something that has already been worth £1,000. So you don't need to slash your prices for your audience. You just need to get better at sales. You need to get better with your systems. You need to get a mentor, someone like me, to show you the way. And if you want that to be the case, then DM me on Instagram at Fitness Business Coaching. Send me the word YouTube and I know where you've come from, and then we can have the conversation. There is no point you trying to figure it out on your own when I've spent years and thousands of pounds to figure this stuff out for you. So if you want the systems and the structure, message me on IG. If not, feel free just to like this video, subscribe for more videos like this, and leave a comment below if you have any questions. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.